Oh boy, it's that time again. Status update. Hey everyone, it's been a couple of months since the last status update, so now it's time for another. Even though things are quieter right now, I still intend to stay in touch throughout the rest of Baldis Basics Plus development through these status updates. This time around, I won't have much to share, but I still want to let you all know what's been going on over the past couple of months. Baldis Basics Plus early access development. Version 0.14.3 has been confirmed. Since the last status update, Baldis Basics, version 0.14.2 was released. This was another minor update with plenty of fixes and little improvements to the game. Since then, I've done a bit more work that will be pushed out sometime in the near future. That said, my focus has been elsewhere. I will explain both of these later. You can already see some of it down here. Despite the time that has passed since then, you can still expect 0.14.3 to be about the same size as the previous update. That said, I plan on diving back into 0.14.3 work this week to make more improvements. In particular, I've heard a lot of feedback regarding student shuffle, so I'll dive into that event to see how I can balance it a bit better, and it needs to be optimized, which, there's a reason why the student shuffle used to lag out my videos really badly. The horizontal slice is finished! After many months, I've finally completed every task that was set for the horizontal slice version of the game. Every key feature is now in what I would call a placeholder sufficient state. Those features, while far from complete, now exist in some form, which means we now have an excellent blueprint for everything that needs to be in place for version 1.0. This milestone is huge as it will help Nyan and I properly plan out the rest of development. Even more importantly, though, completing the H-slice pushed me to fill in several blanks that still existed in the game design document. While I had a solid grasp on the story of the game and how I wanted the game to be structured for a very long time, there were several finer details that I hadn't quite pinned down. Some of these were gameplay ideas I wasn't happy with, while others were gameplay elements I wanted to keep that weren't totally consistent with the story elements of the game. The process of finishing the H-slice really pushed me to think through these issues, and I'm happy to say that there are practically no more blanks in the game design document. I have pretty much pinned down all the whats and whys for all the game design and all the key features that we wanted represented in the H-slice. I'm super happy now with how all of the pieces have come together, and I'm excited for when I'll be able to share it with you when version 0.1 releases. If all goes according to plan, I think the result will be a far more cohesive experience than Baldis Basics has ever had before. Finally, as usual, here's an out-of-context screenshot the 1.0 development branch of the project that is. Holy fuck. There are so many things to analyze in this image that I'm going to get back to it later. Genuinely, this is fucking insane. MOISE, an interactive music system for video games. The horizontal slice was completed around the end of April. In May, I had plans to take a significant amount of time off to spend with family. So I decided to dedicate what time I would be working that month to working on MOISE, an interactive music system I've been wanting to create for a while now. It looks like I haven't actually posted about MOISE in a status update yet, so I'll explain what it is in more detail. Baldis Basics Plus currently features real-time MIDI music playback. That is, the music data is stored as a series of notes rather than one big waveform, which is how music is usually stored digitally, and then those notes are played back while the game is running by what are essentially virtual instruments. This is made possible with a Unity asset I purchased many years ago called Maestro, aka MIDI Player Toolkit. The reason I took this route instead of using a more standard method of playing music in Baldis Basics is because I wanted an authentic MIDI sound to the game, just like many games in the 90s had. It's subtle, but it allows for details such as music notes finishing when a song is stopped instead of all of the music audio being hard cut or fading out while you can hear it continue to play. Currently, Maestro works fantastically for the authenticity part. However, I really want to go beyond authenticity. I want interactivity as well. I want each music track to be able to change in many different ways based on what's happening in game. Maestro wasn't designed with interactivity in mind, and while there are workarounds, the spoilers sequence in Baldis Basics Classic Remastered had some interactive music powered by Maestro, but that required a lot of hacky solutions. Oh, okay. I realized many years ago that in order to achieve what I want, I would have to create my own solution, as I have never been able to find one that works quite how I want it to. So I came up with MOISE, the musical, open, and interactive sequence engine. The idea is simple. It will allow for music sequence data to be played back note by note, similar to how classic MIDI files work, but with a key difference. Each music command can be given a condition based on what's happening in-game that determines whether or not it will actually activate. This means I will be able to seamlessly design interactive elements of the soundtrack while I am composing it. Not only that, but it will make it possible to do some really cool stuff that can only be achieved with a sequence sound system like this, all while letting me maintain an authentic 90s video game MIDI sound. MOISE is open source, and I hope it is used for more than just Baldis Basics in the future. However, I have a lot of ideas on how I'd love to use it in Baldis Basics Plus specifically, so I really hope to be able to finish it in time to include it in the game. After a few years of spontaneous prototyping and planning, I began working on MOISE early last year. Though very little work has been done since then, except for when I commissioned a programmer to help me get past some of the initial hurdles I was facing. In May, however, I was finally able to dedicate a significant amount of time to the project, and I'm very excited about how things are shaping up now. It's still very early, but most of the core functionality has been implemented now, and with most major hurdles behind me, I've now got some decent momentum going. The next major task is to create an editor so I can actually compose music for the system, but the engine itself seems to be working about as well as I'd hope. Now, obviously, I can't just cease work on Baldis Basics Plus for several months to work exclusively on MOISE, even if that technically is work on the game. So my hope moving forward is to occasionally find time to chip away at MOISE while I keep my focus on stuff directly related to Baldis Basics Plus. Hopefully that all makes sense. It does. As excited as I am about MOISE, I understand that it's not the easiest thing ever to explain. Once I have a good example of MOISE in action, I'd love to show it off, since I think that's the best way to explain it, but unfortunately, I'm not quite there yet. Hopefully sometime soon I will be. This makes sense to me personally. Like, oh god, I think there's kind of a rough example I can draw to this, in like Baldis Basics. Fuck, what's the name of the song? What's the, shit, Baldis Basics music wiki. Where's the music? Music tracks. I'm gonna try to explain it. What song? It's a BB Plus song. That's the best way I can use too. Is it this? This. Schoolhouse Escape. So let's say, like, this plays for the normal route, but if you're doing a null or secret route, it's slowed down and set, like, I think that's a good way to explain it, because it would be different, I guess. Like, maybe it's this but without the drums. So it's just the notes, then that could make it more ominous. Maybe that's a better way to explain it. I personally get it, but yeah, I understand. It's pretty difficult to explain. Even I'm having issues doing it. Publishers. I still have nothing to announce regarding the search for a publisher, but I can say that there has been more movement in this area since the last status update. As soon as I can give you all more info, I will, but for now, things need to be kept under wraps. Conclusion, that's it for this status update. I know it's another pretty small one, but I still wanted to make sure I keep everyone in loop. You can expect version 0.14 to be released in the coming weeks, followed by more 0.14 subversions for the foreseeable future. As I work on those, I will, of course, continue working on 1.0 stuff and MOISE, and the next status update will be posted about 2 months from now. I'm not sure if I'll have anything more substantial to share then, but we'll see. For now, thank you for all your patience as I work towards Baldis Basics Plus version 1.0. I sincerely appreciate it and think the wait will be worth it. So, we're going to go back to this screenshot right here. I would love to get it, and it's, oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. It's fine, whatever. Just open the image, please. Open the image. Come on, get it open. Let's do this. Come on. Open. Photos. What are we doing? Open. There we go. So we're going to start from left to right. There's chockles. There's a table. All this is normal. Then we're getting here. First of all, this bookshelf is missing books, but also it's in the floor. You have that, which that does not look like Johnny. That looks like a student. That looks like an elevator, too. This looks like an elevator. This looks like a student. This looks like a screwdriver, which, oh no, that's a hand. That's the hand of a student. I don't recognize that hair on any of the students. Like, I know that there's the one student. But that looks like really curly. You know what I mean? Like, is this the right wiki? Yeah, it is. It looks like this student, but I don't know. This hair just looks more curly to me. Like, this hair looks different than this hair. It's the same color, but I'm guessing that student design has been updated, which I don't hate it. It looks better curly. Then you go in here. Huh. That kind of looks like Place Face. Is that just me? That kind of... Ah, fuck, I used the fandom wiki. I'm sorry. Sorry to the actual wiki, the Mirrorhees one. That looks like Place Face. In the locker. If that's not Place Space, that's Baldi. What's Baldi doing in there, though? I want to see. Shit. Over here. Excuse me. Here we go. I can't read any of these texts. This probably is nothing, but, like, you know, it's still up there. It's something. So this is floor 3, I assume. Then you got this number. 44. What is this number? Why is this number here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is a frame rate thing, because that'd be pretty low frames, but that has to be there for a reason. The part that actually intrigues me the most, I mean, this is pretty intriguing, but it's actually this. It's this right here. If you're curious why this intrigues me, it's because if I recall correctly, this is an unused texture. Yeah, the Baldicator is not unused. You can find the Baldicator in the game. But there are specific... I actually want to... I want to be positive about this before I say anything. What? What is the Baldis Basics 1.5 wiki? What the fuck is that? Okay. No. Cut image. I think that's what I'm looking for. No, that is absolutely not what I'm looking for. This is also not what I'm looking for. Oh my god, I'm just looking for cut textures. Yeah, characters. No. Oh, I know what I'm looking for. I'm sorry. But there's an explanation for what I'm trying to do. Gallery. Sprites, textures. Is there like an unused section? I would feel like there would be, you know what I mean? Others? No? What the fuck? Okay, maybe Baldicator. Again, I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I'm just trying to gallery. Here we go. Avatars, teasers. No, what the fuck? Yeah, looking around in authentic mode. This is the only use of it is in authentic mode, which is secret, but it is unused for the most part. You have to unlock a mode that really isn't available to get it. It's pretty much unused. This being here, not an authentic mode, is making me think. Because I don't know if is it related to this animation or is it something entirely different? Who knows? Like, all of this intrigues me. What intrigues me the most is something that was here but not really explained. This. Feedback regarding the student shuffle. I mean, it says it's unrelated, but I mean, there is a student there, and this looks like an elevator. Actually, wait a minute. This does look like an elevator. So why is it in a faculty room? Why is this a half wall? Yeah, there's a lot of things in this screenshot that are very peculiar and like really appeal to me. I just like Chockles, this elevator, whatever this is, and this being in the same room makes me think. I don't know. Is that the actual bookshelf texture in Baldis Basics? Bookshelf, Baldis Basics wiki. Is that the actual, like... No, I'm just going to go through the Mirrorhees one. Where's the library? The library. Where is the... No. I want screenshots of the actual bookshelves. Okay. Well, I can just take a look here. Yeah, I don't see any missing books. So this is custom. Like, these books are all here and not, you know, missing, obviously. So, is that also something new? And what does that mean if it is new? You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of very peculiar things about this screenshot in particular. So, yeah. That was the status update. Wasn't expecting that to happen, but that's cool. Happy Pride Month. I'll make a video on that separately. I have 2 planned, one that's not happy and one that is happy. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. If there is a next time. If not, thank you for coming. Goodbye.